Hello and welcome to today's Pick a Card Tarot reading. We are channeling the energy for the upcoming new moon happening on June 14th. If you are seeing this at another time, it could be the energies for a different new moon for whenever you see this video. Before you decide which pile is calling you, I will clear the energies with a singing bowl, and then I will show you each stone up close for each pile for you to decide which one is calling you. Before we get into it, some information on this new moon coming up is that it is actually a super new moon because it is in the sign of Gemini, and with the new moon and Gemini together, this indicates a very strong new beginning energy and a potent time for manifestation. So let's begin. Here is pile 1 stone. A nice orange amber color. And here we have the blue stone for pile number 2. I will now begin pile number 1's reading. Timestamps will be below. Welcome, pile number 1. Let's see what's incoming for your new moon energy. Here we have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. There's a butterfly on here that can be confirmation for you. Every time I see butterflies, it's a symbol of your manifestations coming in. So this is a great first card to get for your new moon energy. And if you have been focusing and have a manifestation in mind that you have been putting more energy into now than ever before, this is your confirmation that you are on the right track. I will read the message from the guidebook for this card now. Don't give up. The situation you're asking about is still taking shape. You're nowhere near the end of the story. Whatever is happening now is just a step along the way. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. However, the waxing crescent moon card is a reminder that you must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. If you can't take practical steps, spend time meditating on the question you're asking about, and allow your higher self to download information to you about your best next steps. Overall, this card suggests there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to the situation you're asking about, so keep the faith. Repeat after me or comment down below. I am focused on what I want. I am focused on what I want. Just because you can't see your dreams, it doesn't mean they're not manifesting. Don't look back. Stay focused on moving forwards. Be patient as events unfold. Dig a little deeper to find more courage. As I was reading this, I was getting that Spirit wants you that you focus on what it is you want to attract. Focus on what you want to manifest. And don't focus on it from a lack mindset, but rather than an attractive mindset. Like, how would you think if you were already in that situation? If you already had that money or that relationship, how would you behave? That is how you will attract that energy, by matching the vibration. I will now draw a Green Witch Oracle card to see what Mother Nature wants to communicate about your upcoming new moon. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest, it's looking good. What does pile number 1 need to hear? Here we have the Altar card, which is all about gratitude and releasing burdens. So that definitely has to do with your mindset for manifesting. It's time to take stock of what you have already accomplished and what you already appreciate in your life. What I would do is focus on being grateful for the things that would come with you in your new life that you want to manifest. So, for example, there are things in your life today that you would still continue to engage in or participate in that desired reality. For example, if you love your morning coffee or your morning tea, have gratitude for that today, even if that's not exactly what you're trying to manifest. You're not trying to manifest the perfect cup of tea here, but you can have that today, and that can come with you into your desired reality. So, being grateful for what you can control and what you already have will help match those good vibrations of what it is you want to manifest. And release the burden of the things you cannot control. That is the number one thing to take away from this reading, is that release what you cannot control. You can try and plan and strategize, that's okay, but don't dwell in that energy either. Plan as much as you can and then release and let the universe take care of the rest. And I believe on this card there actually is another little butterfly. So the butterflies are definitely coming up in your reading. Manifestations are definitely on the way. I will read the message from the guidebook for you now. It is important to make time and space for connecting with Spirit. In that space, look into your heart for truths. The Altar card can help you reflect on your blessings and what you need to express gratitude for. Conversely, look inside for the truth about your challenges. There may be something you need to release to the universe in order to grow and flourish, or a burden you need to surrender so that you can move forward. The Altar can help. Take stock of what you are grateful for. Think about what you can offer nature or spirit to share your blessings. And a reflection you could choose to journal about is, what isn't serving you and can be released into the universe for you to move on? What isn't serving you and can be released into the universe for you to move on? I was also getting some past traumas or hurt as I was reading the meaning of this card and the messages. So there may be an old wound or an old way of thinking that you haven't quite let go of. But Spirit wants you to know that You have gained the lessons from those experiences that it's time to let the hurt go. Forgiving someone is not about what they did is okay. It is about releasing those emotions within. So don't let the past hold you back, because you have beautiful things lying ahead for your future. I will now draw some tarot cards for you. What does pile 1 need to hear for their new moon energy? Here for your first card, you have the 6 of Coins. The universe wants to hand you something. They want to balance out the scales of karma and allow you to experience what you have been trying to manifest. And the universe will help you out with that. There is definitely something physical coming in, whether that is financial or physical abundance, maybe even a person. If you have been looking or trying to manifest love, that person could be coming in for you, and they may just have a gift for you. And it's definitely going to be a surprise, I'm getting here. And it will happen when you least expect it. But the key is to keep your vibrations high, and it's okay to feel your feelings if you feel hurt, but just don't get stuck in those feelings. Make sure you keep momentum and moving forward so your energy does not become stagnant. Work with the universe. You know how they say with success, outsiders view it as, oh, well, they got lucky. But really, it's hard work plus good luck is what will bring you that good fortune. So it's time to meet the universe halfway. Let's see what your next card is here. We have the Hermit. The Hermit is definitely not a bad card here, and you may need to spend some time alone in order to center and ground your energy, especially if you're trying to distance yourself from your limiting beliefs or how you used to view the world and what you've been programmed and led to believe. And it is completely okay to take some time on your own to rebalance and find yourself. And I'm getting to maybe spend less time with certain people. You might already have certain people in your mind that are ringing a bell to being more negative. And we don't have to not like those people, but we can choose to spend less time with them, because it is hard to keep our energies centered on what we want to manifest and focus our energy on when there's outside noise being very negative. So Spirit wants you to spend some time on your own during this new moon and spend the day as if you already have your manifestations. What would you do? Would you spend the day relaxing? Would you get out there and go on a little day trip somewhere? What would you take your time doing? Maybe engage in some self-care. So right now is the time to meditate and just ground yourself in your own energy without the outside noise. And your next card is the Page of Coins. So you are just learning to balance this energy right now. And in doing so, that helps you attract what it is you want. And so it may be a struggle right now and you may not see the fruits of your labor quite yet, but Spirit wants you to know that right now is a learning stage. So the fact that you're not seeing these things manifest into your reality overnight, well, that's okay, because everything takes time. And the more you become comfortable and confident in this new energy, the more the universe will trust you that you are grounded in that energy. Because when we first start practicing that positive mindset to attract what it is we want, we can go back and forth very easily, flipping and flopping from negative to positive. And it is definitely a practice. That's why they call it mindfulness practice and a meditation practice, because the more we do it, the better we get at it. So just keep spending that time, keep meditating and grounding your energy. I will now draw a guardian angel oracle card to finish off this reading to see what angels will be around you for this upcoming new moon. Here you got the angel of humility, and he has an orange robe on here, which is similar to like a Buddhist monk. So definitely take advantage of this energy for this new moon and meditate. Visualize that divine reality you're wanting to attract, and embrace the mundane things in life that maybe you think is no big deal, but someone from the outside would be like, wow, that is an amazing thing you have in your life. Birds may be significant to you, and violets. So Spirit wants you to spend some time alone, maybe get out in nature, ground your feet on the ground, and just breathe in that fresh air. I will read the message from the guidebook for this angel now. True humility involves understanding that each and every person has an equally important role to play in the world, and an equally important contribution to make. The angel of humility encourages you to develop a quiet, modest, but certain sense of your own value. He gently reminds you that you are no less important than other people. Becoming a shrinking violet will help no one. On the other hand, he advises you not to let ego, which gives you the drive to achieve your goals, get in the way of your spiritual growth. Simply take a few quiet moments to call on the angel of humility. Ask him for a reminder of your best qualities, and give thanks for the chance to play your part in the pattern of creation. Some symbols of this card are violet, that saffron robe, which is similar to the Buddhist monk like I mentioned, a fern, a skylark, and a pearl in a shell. And an affirmation you can use for this new moon is, I gladly play my small but valuable role in the universal pattern of life. I gladly play my small but valuable role in the universal pattern of life. What I was getting as I was reading this is you may want to pursue a career or some sort of side hustle to begin, and there may be people out there or your own self-doubt saying like, who would pay you to do that? Who would be interested in that business or that product? But Spirit wants you to know that You have value. Whatever you have to bring into this world to create is valuable, whether that's for 5 people or 5,000 people. And just because certain people in your life don't see the value in it doesn't mean there isn't value in it. So Spirit wants you to be confident in your skills. They are important to the world. Be grateful for what you're capable of and what you can offer to the world. But your new moon energy looks great. Have faith in your dreams and it will manifest into your reality. That is your new moon reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will now be moving into pile number 2's reading. I hope you have a blessed day. Welcome, pile number 2. Let's see what energies are incoming for this upcoming new moon. Here we have expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. So, with the new moon being all about manifestation, expect powerful change. Your manifestation must be on its way. I will read the message from the guidebook for you. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in this situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring or uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason. You will appreciate it later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes, this card is saying. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. What a beautiful first card to start your reading with. Changes are coming in, and they are definitely for the better. So I don't know what it is you are trying to manifest or how you are going about it, but if you keep your energies aligned, the universe is definitely blessing you with some divine timing with this new moon. I will draw a Green Witch Oracle card to see what Mother Nature wants to communicate regarding this upcoming new moon. New moon energies for pile number 2. Here we have the pine tree, which is all about vitality, longevity, and perseverance. So you might have been going towards a goal for quite some time now, and you have been wondering, should I keep going or should I shift gears? But Spirit wants you to know that now is the time to buckle down and persevere through this stage, and that what it is you want to come into your life is on its way. You have been working hard, and a tree takes time to grow. First it starts off small, and then over years and years, it's able to grow into a huge, ginormous tree that gives us oxygen. So I will read the message from the guidebook for the pine tree card for you. And you may also want to spend some time in nature, around some trees, and maybe even release your problems to the trees. Some people speak to the trees and they feel that they gain wisdom in return. So if you're having problems letting go of past mistakes or past traumas, speaking with the trees, or even just going on a walk to clear your head without even thinking about specific problems can help you feel better and move on. But here's what the card says. The pine tree is a symbol of life enduring, the promise that even if things seem dark, it's not over. Some kinds of pine trees have root systems that are centuries old, and while a single tree may die, the established root system can introduce a new seedling to replace it. The rejuvenation cycle tells us that even when something appears to be dead or finished, there are still roots alive. Nothing is ever truly gone. Don't give up on it. Pine is a popular building material. It absorbs shock, is resistant to excessive swelling and shrinking, and although it dents easily, it is long-lasting. The pine tree card tells you to hang in there. Life may be knocking you around a bit, but even dented, you are reliable and can last longer than you think. And a reflection you can choose to journal about is, have you given up on something you shouldn't have? Have you given up on something you shouldn't have? So now is not the time to give up. Hang in there a little longer and expect there to be powerful change soon. A portal is opening, and that breakthrough you have been waiting for, it's on its way. It's closer than it has ever been. I will draw a few tarot cards for you to see what else is in your energies here. Pile number, choose new moon energy. What do they need to hear? For your first tarot card, you have the Two of Swords. So I see you may have been weighing two options or two directions to go in, and you're kind of just using your intuition here. And Spirit wants you to know that between these two options that you're deciding, choose whatever one your intuition is calling, because you cannot make the wrong decision. Both options will bring you happiness, but one is just going to look different than the other. It's not necessarily that one is better than the other, just different. So assess everything you can assess about the topic. Maybe make a pros and cons list, and then weigh out, what would a day in my life look like if I make this decision versus that decision? And that will really help you narrow down what direction you want to take. But you have all the intellectual capabilities to make the right decision and intuition. So just trust in yourself. And your next card is the Page of Cups. Your intuition is definitely speaking to you. You may receive dreams during this new moon, and that might even help you with making your next decision. And I'm getting that it has to do with that certain something that you wanted to quit. And Spirit is saying, no, no, no. It's not about quitting. It's about reimagining it. So you may receive messages or dreams and you don't fully understand them, but they kind of put this spark inside of you to shift gears. And you can't fully explain it, but Spirit wants you to just trust in it, try it out, and see how it makes you feel. And if you make decisions from your heart, then you're not going to make a wrong decision. And even if we make quote unquote mistakes or wrong decisions, well, that is just a stepping stone and a learning experience that we gain knowledge that we wouldn't have without that experience. So embrace your intuition right now, and the new moon may just bring dreams to help with those messages and to help you make those correct decisions or most divine decisions for you. Your next card is the 9 of Coins. Financial abundance is definitely in the cards for you, and what it is you are trying to manifest does have to do with a career. The decision you make around this new moon is going to bring that abundance in. You will have that garden, you will have that house, and you will be so ecstatic. And I'm getting pets here. You will have those pets you've always wanted, the bird, the dog, the cat. Maybe you're even wanting like a little small hobby farm. Maybe that will be in the cards for you. And whatever you are initiating here is gonna bring in a beautiful divine life for you. And I think it's going to be bringing a dream that you didn't even expect to come into fruition. But once it does come in, it's all of it, these experiences in your life are just gonna click, and you're going to be so happy you persevered through this chapter. I will now draw a Guardian Angel Oracle card to see what angels will be around you for the new moon. And we have the Peace card just popped up, the Angel of Peace. And we have a dove here, and there was just a dove on the previous, there was actually 2 doves. So doves are definitely significant here, or white birds even, a dove here and a dove here. And here we have the Angel of Peace hugging the world, and I wish I could just give the whole world a big hug too. I think if we all had more peace and love in our hearts, the world could be a very different place. And whatever it is you are pursuing during this new moon is going to open up that peace into your experience, into your daily life. Maybe you're going through some chaos right now, or you're just trying to move on from the chaos you have experienced in life. And Spirit wants you to know that peace does lie ahead, and maybe you're weighing 2 different options for careers, and one is the typical traditional route of the corporate job and it's safer. But Spirit wants you to know that if you trust your intuition and you go after what you truly want to go after, you will experience peace in your life. And experiencing peace in our daily life is so important. If you end up working a job that pays a little bit less than your typical corporate job, but you're working from home, experiencing way less stress, it is definitely worth it. And if you're pursuing a creative passion here, say, then even if right now that career, that job doesn't make as much as that corporate job, there is exponential room for growth in a creative field. You can go up and up and up and up, whereas in a corporate field, you can kind of top out quite quickly depending on your education and your experience. So Spirit wants you to know that longevity is your superpower here. The longer you stick with something, the more abundance you will receive. I will read the message from the guidebook for the Angel of Peace now. Many people today feel drawn to a personal quest for peace, and whether you are driven by the desire to work towards world peace, or you simply wish to bring more peace to your own neighborhood or family, it is likely that the Angel of Peace is calling on you to act. The best way to help peace to flower is to lead by example, whether by fostering good relationships between people, being at peace with nature, or taking practical action to benefit the world around you. First, though, focus on calming your inner self. Call 3 times on the Angel of Peace to bring peace to your mind, heart, body, and soul. Then sit quietly for a moment to take in the angel's energy. Some symbols of this card are doves, embrace, flower, star, calm water, chalice, sleeping child, and willow tree. And an affirmation you can use to seal this energy and comment down below or say out loud is, I am at peace in mind, body, heart, and soul. I am ready to be a channel for divine peace. I am at peace in mind, body, heart, and soul. I am ready to be a channel for divine peace. With reading this and getting the flowers as symbols and willow trees, I'm really getting manifesting a property here, and maybe you will be able to help people with this property you're wanting to manifest. And Spirit wants you to know that you do have valuable things to offer the world, and don't let limiting beliefs from people of your past or from traumas from your childhood keep you small. You are valuable and you do have something to offer the world. Expect powerful change, and once you just choose to trust and make that decision to trust in your intuition, doors are going to open to you and your life is just going to flow much easier. If you feel like you've been moving towards goals and it feels like there's just been all this pushback from the universe, like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, well, there is a transition here. And once you start focusing your energy on what you truly want to go for, your life is going to be peaceful. I'm not saying you won't be working, because even if we are doing our dream job, it is still work. But this will be much more peaceful work. And that is just beautiful. This new moon energy is a powerful time for you. Stay grounded, keep centered in that energy and that mindset you want to attract. And I hope this new moon brings powerful changes into your life like I know it will. That is your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.